Now, Democratic Congresswoman Louise of New York. Good morning, Congresswoman.
Good morning.
Okay, so House Republicans say they've come up with a deal. Have you heard any details?
Not a thing, but one detail I know is that we'll have no committee input and we'll go directly to the Rules Committee as all of this is done. We will find out about it after they finally file a bill. The things that we are concerned about is that they will make such a major difference in what the Senate is going to pass that once again having to go to conference and straighten it all out will cause further shutdown. And as you know, Carol, we could take the Senate bill on the continuing resolution off the floor. We could have done it any time in the last 2 weeks. In fact, I called for votes on it 3 times in the House, and despite the fact that many Republicans were just desperate to vote to end the shutdown, not a one of them voted for it. So there aren't Democrat fingerprints on this shutdown in the House, and I'm pretty much concerned that what they're going to do, instead of passing the CR to go directly to the president and open the government, is that they are going to lard it up with some other things that are totally unacceptable and create a lot more shutdown. For some reason, they seem to like the shutdown.
Congresswoman, John Boehner is in a tough spot. He's got to appease those conservatives in the House of Representatives. He has to make... What? Why?
No,
they're going to block it.
But, well, no, all he has to do is put it on the floor. The Democrats will pass it with the Republicans who really want to vote for it. We have done that. We had to do that with the Violence Against Women bill. And we are perfectly ready to do that. And the minority leader has said that she could give him up to 200 votes to get this done, all the votes that we've got. Most of us signed the letter. We'd be happy to do it. What he's got to decide is that opening up the government and being a responsible Speaker of the House of Representatives is more important to him than appeasing other people who really did not understand when they voted shut down that meant that the government shut down, including monuments.
Well, it is all about compromise. So the Senate deal, the deal that was reached in the Senate, has some minor modifications to Obamacare.
Oh, no, just a moment. The CR does not. The CR was agreed on. The number was agreed on between Boehner and Reid. Reid passed his part. Boehner couldn't do it. He could have done it. As you know, they changed the rules so that nobody else could bring it up on the floor. And on rules, I personally put on the floor 3 times for their consideration a chance to vote to the CR. It could have gone to the president that afternoon because it would have been the same bill that the Senate had passed. It's been a game, Carol.
Well, I think everybody would agree with that on both sides of the aisle, that it has been a game, and sadly,
it hurts. It hurts. It makes us look terrible before the world, and our citizens are totally misunderstanding of what it is that we're trying to do down here. They have shown their disgust in poll after poll, and yet the Speaker persists in continuing to play this game. Why they want this shutdown, we've never been able really to find out.
Well, they say they don't want this shutdown, but right now, not far from where you're standing, a group of veterans is protesting at the World War II Memorial, saying, hey, Congress, get it together, open the government. Joe Johns is covering that part of the story, so we're going to go to him for...
It didn't need to be shut down in the first place. Remember, at any time they could have kept the agreement that Reid and Boehner had, and we would have avoided the shutdown in the first place. They didn't want to do it. Well, why this is going... no, they may be appeasing some people, but for heaven's sakes, do something for your country. This is totally unnecessary. If I can't make any other point in the world, I want you to know that at least 3 times with what I was doing and once with what Van Hollen was doing, the Republicans had a chance to bring it to a halt and failed to do so.
Well, the saddest part of all of this is people like veterans have become pawns in this political gamesmanship. Joe Johns is near the World War II Memorial covering that part of the story. What are these veterans saying, Joe?
We need